Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today we are going to test your knowledge on Brawl Stars. That's right, a Brawl Stars trivia quiz to see how much you know about this amazing game called Brawl Stars. Now, there are going to be 10 questions. You're going to get 1 point for each question that you correctly answer. Keep track of your score because at the end, I'm going to give you your rating, give you your score, and rate you on how well you know Brawl Stars. So keep track of your score, find out at the end exactly how good you are. Now, some of the questions are going to be visual, some are going to be multiple choice, but let's start this off with a visual question. I'm going to show you a picture, I'm going to ask you a question, you're going to give me an answer. First question is, whose feet are these? Did you guess bull? If so, you are wrong. If you guessed El Primo, El Brown Skin, though, you are correct. Now, if you got that question right, you're either very perceptive or you're just in defeat. Either way, question number 2. Who was the first new brawler to be released after global launch? Was it A, Leon, B, Gene, C, Carl, or was it D, Rosa? Now, I bet a lot of you guessed Leon, and you were close, but Leon was actually released about 1 week before global launch. So the first brawler that was released after global launch was Gene. And actually, when they released him, it was completely broken. Every time you used your super, the game just crashed. It's a good time.
What?
Made for a fun video. Go check that one out.
Happened?
But all right, so moving on to question number 3. DARRYL wears a pirate hat, but when he was first revealed as a new brawler, what kind of hat was he wearing? Was it A, a top hat, B, a cowboy hat, C, a sombrero, or D, a derby hat? The correct answer is C, a sombrero. They actually revealed him and they showed the outline of this new brawler. We didn't know who it was, and they asked you to kind of draw him, and I drew one. It was pretty horrible, but it was good times. But yeah, DARRYL, before he was released, he was actually wearing a sombrero. Later, it was changed to a pirate hat. Now, speaking of DARRYL and some of the changes that he went through, DARRYL used to be a very odd brawler where he was short range, but his super traveled a long ways before they turned him into a kind of a mid-range assassin, tanky assassin. So before he was reworked, his super used to travel how many tiles in length? Was it A, 22 tiles, B, 23, C, 24, or was it D, 21 tiles? The correct answer is B, 23 tiles. DARRYL was a very odd brawler. He was short-ranged, but his super traveled like over half of the map. And the only real place that you could play him with any real consistency was Heist. And in Heist, he was an absolute beast. He could be like on the other side of the map and then just roll up, boom, there he goes. He's on your safe and he's destroying it. So they changed him and completely reworked him into the DARRYL that we know now, which is a lot better version of DARRYL, honestly. And speaking of changes, let's move on to question number 5. We have some really great community managers in Brawl Stars. Danny and Ryan are awesome and they do an amazing job. Ryan was the very first community manager, but before becoming the community manager of Brawl Stars, Ryan was a community manager for which game? Was it A, Clash of Clans, B, Heyday, C, Clash Royale, or D, Boom Beach? And the correct answer is D, Boom Beach. That's right, Ryan Lighton, before becoming the community manager of Brawl Stars, was over with the Boom Beach crew, which Boom Beach is one of the few games of Supercell's that I never really got into. I even played some Heyday. For some reason, though, Boom Beach just never really tickled me in the right way.
Man, you nasty. Nobody wants to hear about you getting tickled.
I have no words. So moving on to question number 6. And this is a hard one. Which brawler refers to themselves as your snuggly buddy? Is it A, Gene, B, Penny, C, Bruce, or D, Spike? And the correct answer is D, Spike. That's right. In the teaser for Brawl Stars, way back in beta, before it started, there was a trailer and Spike actually sang in that. He had a very deep, low voice.
Now I'm your Snuggly buddy. Yes, Spike is my name. If I'm on the attack or hugging you, I'll tell you all the same.
Okay. And then, of course, his voice was taken from him. You scoundrel, Frank. On to question number 7. Now, the news tab in-game used to have a different name. What was it? Is it A, the Daily Brawler, B, Penny's 2 cents, C, Brawl News, or D, the place you never really go unless there's a red exclamation dot and you just click on it so you can get rid of the dot, but you don't really look at any of the stuff inside of it? Make your guess. And the correct answer is A, the Daily Brawler. Now, I am curious. This is an honest question. Do you guys actually go to the video tab and like look at all the different stuff in there? Or is it just kind of one of those things that you just ignore because whatever? And if you don't go to the video tab, then why is that? Is there a certain reason that you don't go in there? Do you not like the content? Is it too cumbersome? What could be done to make the video tab better for you guys? Really, honestly, truly curious. I will give some of this feedback to Supercell. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so question number 8. You guys know that I love voice actors, and I think that they all do an amazing job, but which of these voice actors have voiced more than one brawler in-game? Is it A, Billy Kometz, B, Ed Mace, C, Sandra Espinoza, or D, Maria Arteaga? And the correct answer is C, Sandra Espinoza. She has done the voice of not only Shelly and Ems, but also Jackie as well. Very, very talented and super nice lady. Except for when she's Jackie. So question number 9 is going to take you back to beta times. What rarity was Bo when he was first released and when the game was launched? Was he A, a trophy road brawler, B, a super rare brawler, C, a rare brawler, or D, an epic brawler? So if you chose A or B, you're definitely wrong because Trophy Road and Super Rare did not even exist when the game was launched. If you chose C, Rare, not so much there either. Actually, Bo was a epic brawler when the game was first released. He then got demoted to, I think, a super rare brawler, and then demoted again to a trophy road brawler where he now resides. And now for question number 10. This one is also going to be a visual question. I'm going to show you a clip of a brawler. You're going to tell me who that brawler is. Sounds easy, right? It's not. So which brawler did you guess? Did you guess Bull? It would be a pretty solid guess if you did. I mean, it looks like Bull, right? But actually, it's the brawler that was known as the Mini Gunner, which was then in turn named Mama J, which was then in turn changed again, and she was named Pam when she was released. So that's what brawlers look like in the dev build before they ever finish off their models. They'll just give them a model of something else. Like Frank was actually El Primo, and he just smashed down nothing. And Penny actually looked like Jessie, I believe, and her turret shot like barley bottle. It was really odd. So they don't have the models for them. They just give them something just to test them out. And that's what Pam looked like when she was just being tested out before her model was ever done. And now that I've asked you 10 questions, the only thing that remains is your score. So how many did you get right? If you scored 0 to 5, then your rank is tick. You were just kind of throwing out answers. You didn't know what you were doing, where you're going. You were just babbling nonsense. You're a tick. I mean, you're still in the game, but you could do better. Now, if you scored 6 to 7 points, you are an El Primo. You're big, you're imposing, you know some stuff about Brawl Stars, but you're really not the greatest in every aspect. Just like half the stuff you're pretty decent at and half the stuff not so much. So not bad. El Primo, you can definitely be down on the tick, but you got room for improvement. Now, if you scored 8 or 9 points, you are a crow. It means you are cool. You know your stuff, but you're just a few things that you're just really not good at, like anything other than Showdown. Now, if you scored a perfect 10 out of 10 points, you either A, are lying, B, you cheated, or C, you truly are a Colt, which means you're God mode. You are so strong, you just unleash that silver bullet and you destroy everything in the game. You need a nerf, just like Colt needs a nerf. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below how well you did in this quiz. Let me know if you liked it. We can do more of these in the future. But for now, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Appreciate you guys. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.